Welcome back to my channel. I'm Zipporah the Lux Angel, and today I am back with another tarot card reading. Please remember that these readings are timeless, general, and for entertainment purposes only. That means only listen to what directly applies to your personal situation. Leave the rest for someone else. And by all means, please contact licensed professionals and/or the proper authorities regarding any mental, medical, legal, or financial emergencies and/or crises. That being said, let us begin. First things first, the handbag of the day is my beautiful Louis Vuitton Boulogne, and she will serve as the vision board inspiration for all you abundance manifestors out there. If you'd like to see me styling my luxury capsule collection, you can check out the playlist I have here on YouTube called Battle of the Bags. All right, let us begin. I'm going to start by choosing a deck for your reading, and I'm going to go with The Good Tarot by Colette Baron Reed. I am going to shuffle. If you don't want to stay through the shuffling, I'll have the timestamp listed in the description box for you below. All right, please and thank you, Spirit. Collective energy. Collective energy. Please and thank you, Spirit. Collective energy. Nose always starts tingling right before I start channeling nowadays. Collective energy. Please and thank you, Spirit. 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 All right. Let's do one more. Okay. Ooh, starting off with the 10 of Pentacles. Amen. We will take that. All right. This is so funny because I just did a previous reading and in the first house with the 5 of Pentacles, but now here in the first house we have the 10 of Pentacles. So 180. Amen. All right. Let's see what this 10 of Pentacles is about. We have a King of Swords. All right. Mind on my money, money on my mind. Okay, what is this? We have Justice. Okay. Mind on my money, money on my mind. Legal battles, court orders. What is this? Family, legacy, needing to be rational about a situation. We have a 4 of Cups. This is interesting energy here. Let's see here. Now, you may be having to tell someone in your family something that you don't want to have to tell them. Like you may be very, okay. So you might be somebody who is a very gifted at speaking with this King of Swords. You might make your money even from speaking, something to do with writing or speaking or teaching or something like that. And you have to perhaps tell some family something that you don't want to have to tell them, but it's the truth. Justice, 4 of Cups. I don't want to go to tell you this, but this is the truth. And or whatever you have to say to your family, they don't want to hear it from you because they're like, oh, well, you're looking down your nose at us. Like literally, like look at this King of Swords nose. Like it's more of a beak, right? You're like, you're looking down your nose at us. And maybe this is why you don't want to have to tell them because you know they're going to see it that way. But it needs to be said. And they don't want to hear it from you, even though they know it needs to be said. And a lot of it has to do with the fact that you're going to be looking like you're on your bougie high horse, having to say whatever you have to say. Truth tellers, okay, in the collective. We got a lot of truth tellers in the collective. All right, we have the World. 10 of Pentacles and the World. Well, congratulations on all of your success. You're looking like you're at the height of your success. Like you are like blowing people out of the water, like with your level of success. I don't know. You could be a lawyer. Okay, we do have the Justice card here. 10 of Pentacles, King of Swords, Justice. You could be some sort of a lawyer. You may have to give some family members some legal advice. Okay, and they don't want to have to hear it, but they need it though. All right, because this is your area of skill, expertise. All right, we have the Magician. Wow, y'all are incredible. Y'all have made a name for yourself, be self-made. But how people in your family are looking at you, it's like you're judging them. Okay, it's really giving Vanessa Williams' character in Soul Food. That's what it's giving. Was she a lawyer? Yeah, she was a lawyer in that movie. It's giving that. Where it doesn't matter what you say, even if it's necessary to say it, they're going to be like, you're on your high horse. Terry, I think her name was. Okay? You're on your high horse. And they were doing her character wrong because, whatever. We're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about that toxic ass family. But, yeah, it's giving Terry. I believe her name was Terry. But if not, Vanessa Williams' character in Soul Food. Like, you have made a name for yourself. You have secured a legacy for yourself out of everybody in the family. So when you speak, it's like, well, you're judging us and you're looking down on us. When really, no, this is just your area of expertise and you know what needs to be done. I mean, she didn't necessarily have to always talk about how she was footing the bill for things. But if she was footing the bill for things, she was footing the bill for things. Period. We have the 8 of Cups. You might be telling them they need to walk away from something. You may be having to walk away from them. Because quiet as it's kept, I'm like, Terry should have dipped out on that family. Especially after the cousin did what the cousin did. Bye. Ain't no cousin of mine. But anyway, you may feel like you have to cut ties with whoever this is. I don't know what happened. But you're feeling like, do I even belong in this family? And they might be feeling that way about you too. We have an 8 of Swords. Oof. 4 of Cups, 8 of Swords. These people, I could see why you'd want to walk away. I could see why you'd want to walk away. You can't tell them nothing. These are the people you cannot tell anything. They are closed-minded. They are ignorant. Okay, and have the nerve to be wrong and strong about it with this 4 of Cups. So I can see why you want to cut ties with these people. You're over here, a whole King of Swords, Magician, 10 of Pentacles, the World, and they're 4 of Cups, 8 of Swords. Like, completely out of touch with reality. Okay? Completely just clueless, but then trying to act like you're the bad guy. God bless you. We have the King of Cups. You love these people. You love them. But it's just like, I don't know. Like, you have a lot of empathy and compassion for them. But I don't think it matters how you deliver whatever news you need to deliver. I think that they're always going to take it as you coming down on them. 2 of Swords. And this is why you're even deliberating whether you should help them or not. Whether you should use whatever resources that you have to get them out of whatever jam they might be in. I'm getting legal issues, okay? In Soul Food, it was legal issues because they were trying to figure out what to do with her house. It was about the house or something like that. And the medical bills. And where is this money, stashed away or something like that. But I'm getting like legal issues and people wanting you to foot the bill for it. You don't even have to be a lawyer, but you just have to be somebody who is well off or doing well for yourself. And it's like, oh, if I get involved with this, I'm gonna have to clean this mess up, or I'm going to have to invest in this. And do I even want to do that? You might be ready to take your pearls, okay? Take your pearls and wait for that boat and get on that boat and be like, look, I'm out of here. Because what is the truth of the matter is, this will always happen. Just like it was happening in Soul Food. They will be messing up, making bad decisions, and then expecting you, being entitled to you. Well, you got it. You got it. Come and bail us out. Come and do this. And not even being grateful for it with the Four of Cups here. Just ignorant and, well, you got it, so come and bail us out. Ooh, ooh. So I see somebody, you're here deliberating going no contact with these people. And I can see why. Look, I ain't gonna tell you what to do, child, but look. Transformation. Exactly. Exactly. It's changing. You're changing. It's changing the way that you feel about them. And you're like, with this King of Cups here, it's like you're afraid also. Not afraid, but you know how they're going to transform on you, meaning they're going to come down and attack you if you don't, because they're entitled to your life. They're entitled to what they believe that you built. And so they're like, it's your responsibility to come help us. No, it's not. If I have to be the one to tell you, no, it's not. It's their responsibility to be grown ass adults and to take care of their issues and stop creating issues in the first place. Because at some point, that's when you become an enabler. Because they just know that you're gonna come in with whatever you have. Nobody should feel entitled to your money, period. Especially if you really don't want to do it. Like perhaps you have other things and other plans that you want to do. Okay, you may want to start a family of your own or something like that. And you want to save for that and be responsible about it, but you can't do that because you don't have to invest. Whatever legal issues this is, you would have to invest a lot. A lot. We do have the Sun here. Now, you could be dealing with a Scorpio. Also, I don't know what's going on, but there could be something that's related to a death of a child for some of you. Condolences if that has happened. I mean, they could be putting you under so much stress that it could make it difficult for you to conceive, or perhaps that has happened in the past where they have put you under stress and these things happen. Condolences if that happened. And that should be kind of your sign. If people are putting you under that much stress with what they're going through and what they're doing, yeah, that's a walk away moment. That's a going no contact type energy. But also this could have happened to somebody else and they expect you to come in and pay for all of the expenses associated with it. Or it could be where people are making children that they can't afford and you're like, I'm gonna have to pay for all these, and they're not even your children, that they're just expecting you to come and clean up the mess. It's that kind of energy, and it's being illuminated to you now. Spirit is showing you this because it's like you have a big heart and you love these people, but Spirit is showing you that these people, they don't have your back in the least. They just expect you to use your resources for them, and Spirit is trying to alert you to this. Spirit wants you to use this King of Cups energy. Is Spirit trying to encourage you to use your intuition, and this King of Swords energy is Spirit trying to help you to use your discernment, but you're torn with this Two of Swords card. But you have to listen to your body, your health, okay, which is why we have Pentacles in the first house. And you also have to be able to rightly divide and discern with this Justice card in the third house. Like, you have to weigh the scales and balances. I'm going to give. Is this going to be a one-time thing, or am I going to constantly be having to give? And you would constantly be having to give because these people, this is just who they are. They're going to continue to make unwise decisions. This their lifestyle is really giving us survivor's remorse in a way, where it's like you may have grown up with these people and maybe y'all grew up in a not so good area or the hood or on welfare or on food stamps or something like that, and they're content in that lifestyle, but you wanted to better yourself and you did. And so, but now it's just like they just want you to give to them, because like, oh, they feel like, oh, you went out there and you did that to bring it back to us, okay, because we're your family. But it's like, y'all are grown now. Y'all are grown, and I want to start my own things and my own legacy, and y'all need to be able to take care of yourselves. But it's like you're dealing with grown ass children. Yeah, we have the Two of Pentacles, having to juggle. It's like, yeah, they want having to juggle, because this would be a huge investment. You trying to take care of this, it would put a dent into what you're trying to create, like your savings. I mean, it will slow down your progress, and Spirit is trying to show you this. And maybe you're seeing this, but the reason you're seeing that at this time is so that maybe you can have the courage to walk away. We do have a Three of Wands under here. We have a Page of Swords, okay, learning something new, and then a Three of Wands, okay, moving forward, expanding outward, because it's like Spirit wants you to continue to invest in yourself and to keep furthering your legacy. Because for some of you, I see y'all wanting to plan to maybe start a family or have children of your own. But how can you do that when they're draining your investments? They're draining everything that you have built. Like, and then they're putting you on the defense and acting like you are like the black sheep, because they're basically blaming you for not wanting to freely just giving to them. Just give. It's terrible. They don't have any gratitude behind it either, and they're not doing anything to help themselves, is what I'm seeing here. So Spirit wants you to answer the call and go and get your dream. I'm seeing where a lot of you want to have like your own home, have your own family, and it would take away from all of that. It'll be like they're your surrogate family. You can't have your own because you're pouring into your family of origin, who they're not pouring into themselves or doing anything to stabilize themselves, and they're making bad decisions. It would halt your dreams. Spirit is letting you know. So you would have already been having these ideas in your head. You've already been contemplating this. It wouldn't be anything new that I'm telling you, but this would be your confirmation that, yeah, you need to think about your vision for the future, and you need to plan for that, and you need to prepare for that financially and otherwise. Anything left over, if you want to be generous and give to them, then that's how you do that. But you can't come in and clean up their messes. You won't be able to afford cleaning up their messes, because they will keep getting into them and bailing them out. This could be literally bailing them out of jail, because we have an Eight of Swords here. This could be literally bailing them out. And I mean, for some of you, they're involved in some stuff. We have a death card here and possible jail. And they want you to bail them out. And I don't give a damn if bail is only 10%. That's a lot, depending on what they did here. And it's like, you may think you have it because you may have it, but you don't have it if it's set aside for a purpose in your life, like starting your own family, like buying your own home. You don't have it. So that is the purpose of this reading and why it's coming out now, because Spirit wants you to remember yourself and pour into yourself, because after you give to them, they're not even going to be grateful for it. And they're going to keep doing things. You will end up broke, and then you would have never actualized. Like, you would have been at the top and at the pinnacle, and then it would have tumbled back down. Period. Because you would have just been giving out. It just reminds me of these stories of like these athletes and artists who they get paid, and then they're just giving all their money out to their families and friends, and then they end up penniless because they have not saved for themselves, invested for themselves. Is just giving and giving and giving out to people who expect it, and aren't doing anything in return. And in this case, they're not even grateful for it. They just like, give me what you got because you have it. That kind of attitude is a no. So it's like Spirit wants to encourage you. If you're feeling that way, like I need to cut these people off, but you're feeling a little guilt about it, Spirit wants you to release yourself of that guilt. Okay, transform and go and get your happiness in the sun. because it's not going to be here with these people and what they're doing. All right, let me get some cards with this. Why in the hell do I want to get these cards? The Loving Oracle cards. I don't know why I want to get these cards, but I do. So I'm going to do it. And that's because these cards can have different meanings than just what's at the top. It doesn't only have to be about romantic relationships. So maybe Spirit has something in here. What is this about, Spirit? You clarifying what is it that you want me to know? I mean, we do have mask right here at the bottom. Like, these people giving user energy. User entitled energy. And they just think because you have a big heart and because you went and did something for yourself, well, they're going to give. So, ew, but that energy is so disgusting. Like, being entitled to other people's things. Yeah, it'll be just like pouring your money into a flipping black hole. We have death coming out first. Yeah, exactly. The relationship is over. What's dead is dead. I'm trying to tell you. Spirit is encouraging you. If you've been feeling like you need to go no contact, go on ahead and do it. See, backstabbing. I told you. This ain't just about relationships. Separation and loss because of deception and lies. Like, these people, some of these people, I don't know what they're involved in. They're not good people. I'm so sorry. They're not. I don't know what they're involved in. I don't know if it's gang affiliation type stuff. But like I said, there's a jail card here and a death. And then somebody want you to bail them out with there's a justice card here. It's no. And I'm feeling like some of y'all may have a moral dilemma with this Two of Swords. Like, do I get involved in this? Because morally, you're just like, you know what I mean? It just gives me some of these, you have celebrities out here and they're doing well and they're doing everything right. And then their family members just goes off and commit some crime, some heinous crime. There's a few examples. I'm not going to name names because, we want them to have their peace and not bring it back up, But it's like they're doing what they're supposed to do. And then their family just comes in and just tears up the legacy. It doesn't tear up the legacy. They don't have to. But it's just like, dang, can't y'all get it together? You know what I mean? So I feel you. I can totally understand why you would be wanting to be going no contact. And it's not there in your head for no reason. Spirit is putting that there for you to help you release the burden. Yeah. Sunglasses. Yeah, they're watching what you got. Watching, looking, perception, stalking. Yeah, they're just expecting you to come in and do it. Nope. And you can't give a damn about how they view you with these sunglasses card. That's what that is saying. You can't give a damn about what they're going to say and how they view you. And, they, sell out and they didn't give back and they weren't down and all this kind of stuff. It's giving that energy. Look, partying. Exactly. They're for play. They're not even taking this seriously. This is their lifestyle. Okay. This is their lifestyle. That's why I'm saying you would constantly, because they're not even taking this shit seriously. And that's why I'm saying there's a child energy here, this sun card here, and this transfer. They're childish. They're not there, bro. It's like grown children. That's why I'm saying you wouldn't be able to start your own family because they're your surrogate children. Time with friends, having fun, happily single, living in the moment. They're only living for today, man. That's what that is. Living in the moment. Only living for today. But some type of situation could have happened at a party while they were partying and maybe things got heated and somebody pulled out a weapon type deal. Like, I'm seeing stuff like this and they want you to come and bail them out. And it's like, no. And some of y'all, it really is a moral dilemma, which is why you're like, what? And do I want to put my hard-earned money that I'm saving to build a family or build a future to bail you out? And for some of you, it's not bailing them out because some of them, they can't get no bail with what these charges would be. Some of you, it would be more like paying for their legal counsel. You know how much it costs to get a lawyer? And they're like, let them have the public defender. There are public defenders, let them have that. But they're like, no, we need the best. We need the best. And you need to come and give. It's like, no. See, old school, outdated thinking. Conditioning. Exactly. This is their thought process is flawed and messed up. And I'm just seeing you have this, you're sad about it because you love these people. That's why we have nostalgia here. But it's like, it literally says on this card, make new memories. Make new memories. Healing heart. You need to heal from these people because this is like you being traumatized through their actions and their lifestyle that they're not going to change. Toxicity and or addiction. Healing heartbreak. Because you're heartbroken in the first place that they're living like this, like that they are like this. And then it says abusive relationship. Yeah, that is abusive. To just be entitled to you, well, you have it, just give it. And they're just, I'm not seeing where there's any remorse for the things that they do. I'm saying this is their lifestyle. Like they think this is being down. Like this is their culture. And this is why you don't fit in there. No, my collective would not fit in here. And so, yes, you out here being a whole king of cups and wishing for the stars, and you manifested a beautiful life for yourself with this magician in the world. King of Swords, you was doing the right thing by the book, to the 10 of Pentacles. And it's just like, you're looking at this and you're like, I can't clean this up. I don't have it. And you don't have it emotionally or spiritually to invest in this. Yeah, unconditional love. Yeah, like they know that you have this big heart and that's what they're banking on. But even right behind there's the snake and self-indulgence because they don't care. This is their lifestyle. This is their lifestyle, bro. And it says moving on. Exactly. When you move on, guess what's there? The phoenix. You can ascend and go off into your own life. This is a whole no contact or just cutting ties type reading. And I'm not saying you don't have to talk to these people and stuff, but you may end up not being able to talk to them because they're only going to be attacking you for what you didn't do and what they think you should be doing. And who knows, depending on some of these people, they could be literally wanting to attack you if you don't do what they do. There are family members like that, bro. They will fight their own family if you don't give them what they want. So yeah, I'm just saying, if you've been thinking and deliberating about going no contact, Spirit is fully supporting you in doing that. Do I want to get one more? I usually get one Kuan Yin, but I'm feeling like I want to get one of these Fearless Oracle by Rachel Photon. Like, this is where you would be like, I don't have it. And they'd be like, you could sell your house and get the money. I'm telling you, they are entitled. They don't care. They just want, they don't care what you do. They just want from you. They don't even care about how it affects you at all. These are, I'm so sorry to say it, disgusting people. Okay. And you may have been feeling that, but you didn't want to say it because it's your family. But no. Y'all might be family. Look, separation, exactly. An action you need to take is to separate. Y'all may be family by blood, but y'all ain't the same. Not in this reading. Not right here. It's a no. Oh. All right, let me just get one of these. We have success. Exactly. Accomplishment, win, victory, gaining support, feeling fulfilled. This is where you are now. Rewards for hard work. And it says medicine. Healing, health, caring for something, improving vibes, fixing. Like, this is what they want you to do. But Spirit is saying it's like, because you're the successful one. It's just like a confirmation. But Spirit says, like I said, your health. I mentioned something about your health. Like maybe you could have lost a pregnancy or something, and condolences if that happened. But it's like, and I mentioned like you would be declining if you did this. Yeah, no. Let them face judgment. Let them face judgment. Okay? And even if this, I don't care if this is an old flame or something like that, because I saw a twin flame card under here somewhere too, but I really just want to focus on these main top cards. It's like Spirit is trying to tell you, yeah, you're a healer type energy. That's what you are. You're the fixer. You're the people pleaser. And it's like Spirit is saying you need to stop that. You need to stop that. Justice. There's 2 justice cards here. Wrongs being righted. Let these people pay for what they did. Don't go in here saving people. And on this twin flame card, I think that's why I'm seeing this, because at the very bottom it says a relationship that is challenging to help one evolve. And that's what I'm getting with this transformation card. Like Spirit wants you to still be growing and learning from this situation. And it's like, remember, it's like conditioning. It's like you need to change the conditioning. Remember, it says make new memories. Otherwise, like Spirit it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse until you leave, because you're not meant to be there. They have made their own lifestyle, their own bed, their own life, and y'all are not equally yoked anymore. Look at the scales unbalanced. Okay? So it's like, I see that you were deliberating. This is your confirmation in this reading that yes, you are correct. For your own benefit, you need to walk away. And Spirit would support you in doing that. So make sure you pray, talk to your spirit guides, and take care of yourself. All right? So that is the message that I have for you all today. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope you got something beneficial from it. And I thank you for stopping by this reading. Please remember to like, share with someone who cares, save it to a playlist for future reference, and by all means, subscribe for more wonderful readings and luxurious eye candy such as this. And until next time, have a gorgeous day. Bye.